Hey, what is up, guys? So this is a new segment I'm going to do on this channel. I said that I'm going to start providing more wrestling content, and if you guys don't know, I have my own wrestling Discord. You guys should join in, have some fun. Link will be down below, so make sure you guys come in and hang out with all of us while we talk wrestling and all that. More on that later. We'll get into more of that later. So this is going to be a segment called the Weekly Roundup, or the WWE Weekly Roundup. We covered everything WWE. So I'm gonna give my kind of like ratings and thoughts on certain things that happened during this week. And then in my Discord, I actually have two different channels up. I have been asking my all my colleagues in there. I have a channel called "What Do You Think Of?" and it's basically I ask them a question, I get their reply, and then I'll tell you guys their reply, but I'll also give you guys my reply on top of that. And the other question is ask me on my opinion. And so far, we got an interesting question right off the bat. So we'll get into those here in a second. We're going to start my review on the weekly roundup of WWE with my review on Raw. And Raw was a pretty decent episode. I mean, obviously, last week's the debut on Netflix, it was crazy. It was a mind-blowing thing, and I'm kind of glad certain matches got pushed. I'm glad that certain things got pushed to this show, because I feel like having that all on the Netflix debut would just made it so saturated, and we would forget some things. So I'm glad that they switched that. Opening segment was all right. I mean, Punk, Drew, Seth, I love all three of them, so it was good little segment. Probably the match of the night, though, I have to give it to, it'd be Gable and Penta's debut. I thought that was solid, very solid. Speaking of Penta's debut, I asked everybody in the Discord server what did everyone think of Penta's debut. We had some say that it was everything it needed to be, only kind of which was more of a secret going into a bigger pop, which it didn't help knowing that Penta and Ray kind of said all this shit ahead of time. Basically, middle fingers up to AEW. So it's more like they kind of spoiled it, but it's fine. One person said it was fine, could have been better though. They should have kept it more of a secret. But a lot of people said they're happy overall. Someone said him and Gable worked really well together, which I agree. The match was beautiful. I thought it was a very great match. Chemistry was there. Penta has a knack for being in WWE, and I can't wait for Ray to finally come over as well. And one other comment was that having his family ringside was so cool. And it was cool. Like, I get it. They kept handing the camera to the family, and a lot of people didn't know who they were. I kind of picked up on it, seeing the girl cry. Like, that was adorable. Like, that was a heart-filled moment there. It was really good. Sheamus versus Ludwig was a good match. Can't wait to see Sheamus and Braun Breaker go down the line. I would like to see the IC belt right now. So much you could do with that. Braun's a great champion. I'll give Braun credit. He's great. Sheamus has never had the IC title. I think give him his flowers already. Give him the IC belt so that way he can check off every title he's, had in his career in WWE. Give him his flowers already. But with Penta debuting, I would love to see Penta hold that IC belt for a little bit till her brother come, and then they go for the tag. Be great, fantastic, awesome. The main event, Jey Uso, Gunther promo, it was good. Listen, I'm not dogging Jey. He's a great guy. He's a great wrestler. I just don't see him being as a world champion. And that's my opinion. I know I'm going to get a lot of slack and a lot of hate for it. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong in the comments down below without being mean. Don't be mean to me. Don't call me stupid and shit. Let me know down below why I'm wrong. Lyra versus Dakota. Good match. Lyra, she's great. Dakota is great. They're both great female wrestlers. I rarely see Dakota hold a title just because Dakota's been on main roster for a little bit longer than Lyra has. Lyra is still, in my consideration, green on the main roster, but I don't know. That's just me. Sammy versus Miz, whatever. It was okay. Seeing Sammy win with a Blue Thunder Bomb, though, that's a rare thing. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for this one. I don't care for Nia Jax at all. Don't care. I don't care. It's just my opinion. I'm not a Nia Jax fan. I haven't been. I don't care. I don't care to see her in the ring. I don't care to see her at all. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is. Finn versus Balor. That was an interesting match. Very interesting, I must say. The whole being pushed out to the gurney, all that. I was like, is that really gonna happen? And then it doesn't. So I don't know. That's my opinion on Raw. What you guys think? Let me know down below. NXT is up next. NXT was a decent show. Open up with Obafemi. I'm not an Obafemi guy. I was a Trick Willie guy. That's me. I get it. We gotta crown someone new because we got Royal Rumble coming up. And that's gonna lead me to my next question of what did you think of? I asked everybody who from NXT is gonna appear in the Rumble. A lot of people are saying Trick. Not a lot of people. Only a couple people have said Roxanne. Flash is another one I keep saying. And I agree with those three. On top of, I want to see Ethan Page being one of them, and two others agree with that. Yeah, that's where I see it right now. Those four for sure. And we can't forget though. We can't forget. I know for a damn fact we'll see Jordan Grace in the women's, and then of course for the men's we're gonna have. I believe in Joe Hendry. He's showing up. Guys. He's gonna be in the men's rumble. He's gonna win? No. It's gonna be a great time. Can't wait. Back to the NXT review though. Eddie Thorpe, man, I'm not gonna lie, I've been a fan of him since the beginning, and his whole heel turn. I've been chef kissing that thing, dude. It's so good. Shotzi versus Vakir, that was a good match. Do I think that Shotzi should have won? No. Vakir should have won, but hey, you know what? Maybe they'll push Vakir to go against Julia, because I'd rather see that. Oh. Ethan Page versus Dante Chen. Whatever. Builds Ethan Page's character up. That's what I like to see. The women's tag team, I just feel so sorry for Unholy Union. I feel like they're just squashers now. They're just jobbers. They had a great match. It was a great match. But man, I don't know. I kind of want to and it's not against anything against Lash and Jakara, but I don't know. I feel like they need to split up the women's tag titles again, because there's a lot of them now. So there's a lot of women's tag teams. Easily do it. Cora versus Kalani, really good match in my opinion. And Fraxium versus OTM, good match. I just wonder who's going to dethrone Fraxium. That's what I want to know. That's going to probably be my next question I'll ask all y'all in the Discord as well for the next WWE Weekly Round-up. So make sure you go do that. Really, and little Roxanne Perez promo at the end of the show, it was good. It was cut too short, I think, in my opinion, and that's the only bad thing about being on a show where you have to end at a certain time, or at a certain network where you have to end at a certain time for news, which kind of sucks. The main reason why I wanted to watch NXT though was because of the whole Corey Graves incident. The whole Corey Graves incident with him being bumped down to NXT because he wasn't too famous enough. You know, what do we? Is it a work? Is it a shoot? And that's the last question I have for the video that asked the people in my server, my Discord server. Do you think the Corey Graves situation is a work or a shoot? Well, I don't think it's a work. And I feel like it is, but at the same time, like the little bit of me, I'm like, is it though? And Corey's done this in the past. He's done works like this in the past. So it's like, it's so hard. Like, I'm borderline. I'm actually borderline for once. I'm like, I don't know if it's a work or a shoot. You know? We'll see, I guess. We'll see. I'm also going to do last week previous SmackDown because these will hopefully come out Friday, if not Saturdays, depending on work scheduling and all that. But the Cody Kevin feud, I'm loving every second of it. I'm a huge KO fan, but I'm also a Cody Rhodes fan, so I'm liking this. Bloodline stuff, I hope it turns quickly, like the 2.0 stuff. I know that Roman's got Zula Fala back, and he wants to go over the title again. I was hoping for the Rock thing happening, but I don't think that's happening now. So maybe we'll get a Fatu versus Roman thing, which I wouldn't mind. And I kind of want to see Fatu kick Solo out of Bloodline 2.0 tonight on SmackDown, and hopefully it goes, I loved you, Solo, and out. And it's just him and the Tongans, which is kind of cool. Chelsea versus Michin match, it was pretty decent. Los Garza versus Pretty Deadly was a good match. I love LA Knight. Shinsuke is pretty awesome. I don't know. I want to see more. Motor City Machine Guns versus A-Town Down Under. Good match. I do see Motor City Machine Guns making their way back up to the top to become champs again. Again, that whole Nia. I just don't care for Nia, y'all. Don't care. But the Fatal 4-Way between her, Belair, Bayley, and Naomi was a great match. I love Bianca Belair. I love Bayley. She's my number one. Naomi, in recent times, hasn't been in my top favorites. She's starting to work her way back up. But Nia, nope, that's how I feel about that. And then the Jacob Fatu Tama Tonga versus Cody and Jimmy. Good match. Yeah. That's my review on SmackDown. That's kind of my weekly roundup of WWE stuff. These will be coming out every Friday. Join the Discord so you can come in and ask me questions or answer my questions I have. Join the league. And yeah, it's a fun time. Come hang out with us. And then to end this show today, or to end this episode today, I was asked by one of my colleagues in here, what do I think of AEW, All Elite Wrestling? Well, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. When AEW was announced, I was excited for it because at the time I was over the WWE product. I was over of the Vince McMahon product. Did not care for it anymore. And it was a shining light, like, oh my God, there is something going on. And now here we are, was it 5-6 years later? I don't watch AEW at all. I don't care for it. And I'm not saying the wrestlers over there are shit. There are some fantastic wrestlers over there. Some really good ones. And some of them I would love to see either come back to WWE or for them to debut in WWE, including MJF. Just saying, we are on Netflix now. Censorship's gone. MJF can say what the fuck he wants, and it'd be great. Just saying. Just saying. But like, you know, in the start of it, I was a fan of the Bucks. I was a fan of Omega. You know, I like where this is going, and now it just, to me, it's just not to my standard of like, okay, am I gonna go out of my way to watch this? You know, like 3 days of my week I'm spent watching wrestling. So I could have made 4, could have made it 5, but it's just not there. Like MJF is the only thing that will pull me in. That's it right at this moment. Again, not saying the other wrestlers are shit, then they're bad, whatnot. They're great wrestlers. They're all great talent. It's just the product alone, and the person behind it all, Tony Khan, like TK, he just has to be the best, and it's just like you don't have to be the best. Just provide your input into the wrestling community. That's it. That's it. But that's it for this week's of the WWE Weekly Roundup. You guys like this kind of thing? Let me know down below. Join the Discord. Join the Prediction League. We're starting a fresh new season. Fresh new season at the Royal Rumble. We're having 2 separate leagues, one for WWE and one for NXT. So main roster and NXT, 2 separate leagues, all in one server. Come join us. It's a fun time. Yeah. I'm done blabbing. Y'all have a good rest of your day. See you around. If he just